Welcome to Recollection Mall. If you were a mall rat like me or spent your formative years at the mall, then you've come to the right channel. Have you ever gone into your childhood or teenage or adulthood mall and ever wondered, I could have sworn that there was that store there? So let's take a trip down memory lane and go into the history of that mall in your home state. So stay tuned. Every Wednesday, I'll be doing a mall history of the oldest mall in every state in the US. Please subscribe and leave a comment or memory about your time at this mall. Thanks. In 1952, Victor Gruen was commissioned by the Minneapolis-Dayton Company to design a retail complex for the Twin Cities. The prospective center was to be built on an 82-acre tract 8 miles southwest of downtown Minneapolis. In the village of Edina, the land parcel had been part of the Robinson Day Farm. Ground was broken at the site on October 29, 1954. Southdale Center was to be a revolutionary retail complex, whereas stores in contemporary shopping centers faced outward toward the parking lot. Most in Southdale would face inward. There would be little exterior signage defining individual stores. Freight would be brought into the center via an underground truck road tunnel. From an adjacent basement, stock would be taken to stores through a system of 6 core elevators. All of this would be completely out of sight of the shopping center's patrons. Southdale was modeled on the concept of a European city center. It would serve as a suburban place for shopping and socializing, specifically adapted to fit America's emerging car culture. On October 8, 1956, America's first regional-class, fully enclosed shopping mall opened for business. The $20 million, 810,000 square foot structure was centered around a 3-story, 100-foot wide garden court, which had tropical landscaping, sculptures, a fountain pool, sidewalk cafe, and a 45-foot high bird aviary. There was 2 main retail floors, as well as a small basement concourse. This area contained a post office, mall office, public restrooms, and a children's center. The split-level parking area surrounding the complex was named for animals such as alligator, rooster, fox, and the like. Done to make it easier for shoppers to remember how to get back to their cars, parked somewhere in the 5,200 spaces provided. Anchoring the Southdale Center was a 3-level, 140,000 square foot L.S. Donaldson and a 3-level, 195,000 square foot Dayton Company. The initial tenant list of 62 stores included Walgreens Drug, Baker Qualocraft Shoes, Marshall Wells Hardware, Buttree's Ladies Wear, Richmond Brothers Menswear, an F.W. Woolworth's 5 & Dime, and a Red Owl Supermarket. There were eventually 75 tenant spaces. Out parcels of the original mall were Dayton's Garden Shop and Pure Oil Company, and Western Oil and Fuel Company filling stations. The first expansion at Southdale Center added a 3rd floor, or 4th level, to Dayton's, enlarging the store to 255,000 square feet. This project was completed in 1963. Minnesota's first twin movie theater, the General Cinema Corporation, Southdale 1 and 2, opened on September 21, 1966. The 1,950-seat venue was built as a freestanding structure in the southeastern periphery of the mall. It was renovated into the Southdale 1, 2, and 3 in 1975 and became the Southdale 1, 2, 3, and 4 in 1980. The theater was closed on August 16, 1990, and demolished soon after. The first major expansion of Southdale Center added a gallery court wing to the northeast side of the complex. 33 stores joined the directory on October 7, 1971. These included J. Riggings, Milton's, Spencer's Gift, Wrangler Roost, and Merle Norman Cosmetic Studio. The addition was anchored by a four-level, 247,000 square foot JCPenney, which opened for business on March 1st, 1972. Retail rivals of Southdale included the Knollwood Mall in 1972, Eden Prairie Center in 1976. During that same year, construction of a new shopping center directly across the street from Southdale occurred. The construction resulted in the Galleria Edina, an upscale shopping center. In 1987, Donaldson's announced the discontinuation of their chain of stores, which would shut one of the mall's original anchors. Instead, Donaldson's merged with Chicago-based department store Carson's. On August 10, 1988, Donaldson's closed. It was reopened and rebranded as a Chicago-based Carson's. Fearing major competition from Mall of America, which was being built only 4.3 miles southeast, the owners of Southdale embarked on another expansion in 1989. This began with the construction of a new four-level, 359,000 square foot Dayton's. Added to the northwest side of the existing mall, it was connected with two parking garages. The original Dayton's closed on August 7, 1990, with the new location being launched on August 9th. The old Dayton structure was subdivided into 60 inline stores. These included Petite's, the body shop, and an 11-bay food court. The garden court was also doubled in size. Tenants in the old Dayton's began opening in July of 1991, with store dedications continuing into the following year. In November of 1993, a 45,000 square foot Marshall's opened in the basement of the complex. On July 29, 1995, Carson's closed. California-based Mervyn's moved into the vacant building. Work on the next expansion of the Southdale Center got underway in January of 2001. The southeast corner of the complex was enlarged, and a new multiplex, the Megastar Cinema Southdale Center 16, showed its first features on November 9, 2001. In July of 2004, Mervyn's closed. A section of teen-oriented shops called Trends on Top was installed in the third level of space of the old Dayton's. These modifications increased the leasable square footage at Southdale to approximately 1,339,000 square feet, with space for 158 stores and services. In August of 2001, the Dayton store closed. It would reopen and rebranded as a Marshall Field's, but Marshall Field's would close in 2006 and reopen as Macy's. The Megaplex Multiplex was rebranded as an AMC Southdale 16 in early 2004. Simon Property Group assumed ownership of the Southdale Center in April of 2007. The company, in a joint venture with San Francisco-based Farallon Capital Management, acquired the Arlington, Virginia-based Mills Corporation. Southdale has been a Mills property since January of 2005. An indoor-outdoor facelift was done at the Southdale between December 2011 and December of 2012. The $32 million project altered the gallery court wing, creating a more direct link between the Penny store and the garden court. Moreover, a 10-bay second-level food court was created in front of the JCPenney. Lastly, new restrooms, lighting, landscaping, and a children's play area were installed, and all the mall entrances were rebuilt. Accompanying these improvements was a new anchor for Southdale Center. In November of 2011, Minnesota-based Herberger's was signed to 135,000 square feet of the 179,000 square foot Donaldson's, Carson's, Mervyn's building. Marshall's closed in 2013. The vacant space was filled by a Gordman's off-price department store, which began business on July 16, 2015. The mall's old food court and adjoining third-level space was reconfigured as a Dave & Buster's Grand Sports Cafe. It welcomed its first patrons on August 3, 2015. The Gordman store proved to be short-lived, and it closed in 2017. In July of 2017, JCPenney closed. It was demolished and replaced by a two-building Lifetime athletic facility. The three-level 120,000 square foot structure housed a fitness center, spa, cafe, kids activity center, and a rooftop swimming pool. An adjacent three-level 60,000 square foot building included an indoor turf facility, small section of retail, and a floor of leased office suites. The complex opened for business on December 3, 2019. In August of 2018, Herberger's closed. In 2023, Simon Properties announced that the former Donaldson's Mervyn's anchor would be replaced by a Kowalski's Market grocery store and a Putt Shack restaurant. Additionally, the sparsely occupied District on France portion of the mall would be remodeled into a blending of highly sought-after retail brands with a curated mix of dining and entertainment that will enhance the center's positioning as the market's preeminent shopping destination in the style of the shops at Crystal's. As for the vacant Herberger's, its first level was reconfigured as a 34,000 square foot Kowalski's. This supermarket will welcome its first shoppers in 2024. It harkened back to the Red Owl supermarket that had operated in the Southdale Mall for 17 years. Today, the four-level, 1.2 million square foot mall has over 111 stores and services and includes a Macy's, an Apple store, a Cheesecake Factory, a Dave & Buster's, and an AMC. What do you remember about this mall? Leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.